second grade. How are you today? I hope you're having a great day. Today, I'm going to take you through Saxon Phonics Lesson 103. So before this lesson, you're going to need a pencil and any of the sheets that I sent in your packet 2 of work for Phonics 103. If you do not have the sheet that has all of the lines where I usually give you a sound and you write down a letter, would you get out a piece of paper for me and a pencil? And I want to run through some of the sounds with you. All right, let's get started. Write down number 1, and next to number 1, write the letter that makes the sound, elephant. Number 2, write down the letter that makes the sound. Number 3, write down the letter that makes the sound. Number 4, write down the letter that makes the sound. Number 5, write down the letter that makes the I sound, I. Number 6, write down the letter that makes the sound. Number 7, write down the letter that makes the th sound. Number 8, write down the letter makes the sound. And number 9, write down the letter or letters, I should say, that make the sh sound. Come down a line if you're using line paper and write number 1. And next to number 1, I want you to spell the word rustic for me. Rustic. Spell the word rustic. Okay, number 2, spell the word empty. Empty. And number 3, spell the word explore. Explore. All right, let's practice spelling some sight words now. So for your sight words, that'll be numbers 4, 5, and 6. Let's start with number 4. Put your finger next to number 4 and then spell the word thought. 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 Number 5, spell the word father. Father. And number 6, spell the word daughter. 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 All right, let's go back to number 1. Number 1 was the sound. Put a check mark next to it if you wrote the letter E. That is our short E sound. Number 2. Feel that breath on your hand when you say that letter is the letter H. Put a check mark next to it if you got it right. Number 3, was the letter R. Put a check mark next to it if you got it right. Number 4, was the letter M. Check. Number 5, I, letter I. Check. Number 6, letter U. Was letter U. Number 7, was TH. Check. Number 8 was it's our voiced, the TH. And number 8, sh, was SH together. How'd you do? All right, let's see how we did with our spelling. All right, so put your pencil next to number 1 where you spelled the word rustic, and let's see if you spelled it correctly. R-U-S-T-I-C, rustic. If you got it right, give yourself a check. Number 2, empty, E-M-P-T-Y. Check. Number 3, explore, E-X-P-L-O-R-E. Explore. Check. Up to the sight words there for number 4 was thought, T-H-O-U-G-H-T. Check. Number 5, father, F-A-T-H-E-R. Check. And number 6, daughter, D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R. How'd you do? All right. Push that paper to the side, put your pencil over off to the side, and let's start with a review here of some root words. Okay, so what is a root word? Does anybody remember what a root word is? A root word is just a simple word that does not have anything added to it, either before the word, as in a prefix, or at the end of the word, like a suffix. So I'm going to have you take a look here and adjust the top part of my board. Oh no, I'm erasing what I wrote. Oh no! That's okay. All right, so take a look just at the top part of my board. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to just do it this way. Okay, so we've got the word stop. Stop is our root word. I wanna add the suffix ed to the end. But look what happens to the word stopped when I add stop plus the suffix ed. Do you see what happens to the word stopped? I double the P. Huh. Take a look at my next word, which was drip. And I want to add the suffix ing to it. If I add the suffix ing to it, look what happens to my new word, dripping. It doubles the consonant P. Huh. And this last word that got kind of erased was the word run. R-U-N. I want to add the suffix Y to it to make it runny. And look again what happens to my root word. I double the consonant. So today we are learning about our doubling rule. This is part 1. Tomorrow we'll add on to this. This is when we have a suffix that changes the spelling of our root word. Now here, a suffix is something added to a word that changes the meaning. So if you look, we had the word stop. We made it into stopped. So we made it past tense. So it changes the meaning of how you're going to use it in a sentence. He stopped his bike. He stopped his bike. Here we have drip, and we changed it into dripping. The faucet is drip, or the faucet is dripping. Okay, if we want to make it present tense, there's a drip in our faucet, or it's dripping right now. Turn it off. And the next one, runny. Run by itself means something totally different than runny, doesn't it? If I told you to run as fast as you can, that is not the same thing as you having a runny nose, right? So it changes the meaning. A suffix is something that we add to a word that changes the meaning of the word. Now, let's take a look at just the suffixes, just the ed, ing, and y endings. Are these vowel suffixes or consonant suffixes, do you think? Take a look at them. We have ed, ing, and then we have y. If you said they're vowel suffixes, then you are correct. That's right. Where the suffix y here is always going to be used as a vowel. And when we add suffix ed and ing, we have the vowel e and vowel I that then is added to our word that changes the meaning. So when we add ed to the word stopped, we have to double the consonant before we add the ending. So we double up the consonants before we add the ending. Same with dripping. We have the word drip. Drip ends in a consonant. And then we have a vowel consonant. We have a vowel right here for our suffix. So we have to double up the consonants, PP, to make it a word, the correct way to use the word. And with runny, same thing. Y is always being used as a vowel here. So we double up the consonant N before we add the Y. Okay, now we're going to take a look here at our next rule, or our next part of this doubling rule. So these were vowel suffixes. Now we're going to take a look at what happens when the suffix isn't a vowel. Now let's take a look at our next list here. And I'm going to hurry up and write it real quick because I erased it by accident. Hang with me real tight, real quick here. Okay. So in each of these words, the final consonant was doubled before the suffix was added. Now let's take a look at some other words. Okay, so let's run through these words. We have the word snoop, the word milk, and the word rim. Okay, so again, these all end in consonants. Our suffixes are ed, y, and less, less. Now, take a look. When we added snoop plus ed, we got the word snooped. Did I double anything though? Same with milk. When I added y to it this time, I didn't double anything. And at the bottom, rim plus less equals rimless. Again. Now wait a second, Mrs. Rosano. You just told me that if I have a consonant and the suffix starts with a vowel, I have to double the consonants. So why aren't any of these doubled? Well, root words in the first list end with a vowel and one consonant. Let's take a look. It says the root words in the first list, here in our first list, all end with one vowel, one consonant. Root words in the second list here, do they end with one vowel and one consonant? Let's take a look. All right. So then the final consonant was not doubled down here before we added the suffix to these words because, let's look at it. These are consonant suffixes down here. And this procedure that we're going to learn here in just a minute tells us whether we need to double the consonants or leave them like this. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a trick here. All right, so we have the word stop. Let's take a look at it. All right. There we go. All right, a root word is going to get a check mark if it ends with one vowel and one consonant. And the suffix will get a check mark if it's a vowel suffix. The only tricky part is making sure that the vowel is not part of a digraph or is a diphthong. So let's take a look. Here we have the word stop. Does it end in a vowel and a consonant? Yep, so I'm going to put a check mark up there. Whoops. Best I can. Upside down. Okay. And are we adding a vowel suffix? Yep, we sure are. So that means because I have a check mark here and a check mark here, I have to double my consonants to make the word stopped. Whenever we have two check marks like this, it's going to tell us we should double the consonants. All right, let's check our next word. Drip, vowel and a consonant. Yep, sure thing. And a vowel suffix. So I'm going to, double up my consonant. And run, vowel, consonant. Y is being used as a vowel here to make it the word runny. So again, I have two check marks, so I've got to double up my consonants. Now let's look down here. Let's see what happened here to the word snoop. Snoop. Okay, now here it's snoop. I have a vowel and a consonant, but what is this O-O? Oh, that's right. It's a vowel digraph, isn't it, boys and girls? O-O is a vowel digraph. So I can't put a check mark there, can I? Because it's not a vowel and a consonant. O-O's working together here to make that ooh sound in snoot. But I do have a vowel suffix ed. So I do not double up my consonants. Let's take a look at milk. Yeah, that ends in 2 consonants, huh? Yep, can't put a check mark there either. But we know Y is being used as a vowel suffix. So I'm going to leave the word alone and just add my Y. Same with rim. Now let's take a look at rim. Rim ends in a vowel and a consonant there, Mrs. Rosano. I know, calm down. But look at less, the suffix less. Less starts with what? A consonant. So we can't put the check mark over less. So we add rim plus less to get rimless. See? You thought you were going to be able to catch me in this video tricking me, didn't you? Okay. In your handout, you should have got a copy of this dropping rule. We're just taking a look. Oh, sorry, doubling rule. We're not looking at the bottom yet. We're just looking at the top today. The doubling rule happens tomorrow. What I'm going to have you do is, I would like you to do your worksheet 103A and see how well you do with the doubling rule. And if you still need some extra practice with it, flip it over and try the back side. All right, well, that was our doubling rule phonics lesson today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here for our next video. Bye, guys.